Hi, it's Dan Pisek from Smile Shop Marketing. With over 20 years of dental practice marketing experience, Smile Shop's main purpose is to partner with growth-minded dentists who are looking to either get started with digital marketing or boost the impact with their existing digital marketing programs. Smile Shop has put together this 5-part video series to help spotlight the 5 key areas that any dental office should focus on first to get the most from their digital marketing plans and return on investment. The focus of this 5th video is about understanding how to better manage a digital marketing program or plan so that it runs smoothly and consistently delivers on specific business growth objectives. Joining me for this video are Shaila Kanji and Sadie McGinnis, 2 of Smile Shop Marketing's client-facing marketing directors. Shai and Sadie, you're the ones that are working most directly with dentists, taking the lead to plan, execute, and report on their digital marketing programs. This topic really excites me, and I appreciate you both joining me to share your experience and really great insight.
Dan, we're happy to be here. Thank you.
Excited to chat. Let's do this, Dan.
The first thing about managing a digital marketing plan is to treat this plan as an investment in practice growth and not as an expense line that needs to be minimized. In dentistry, it's very common to attract a 3 to 10 times return on your marketing budget that you're investing well. Shai and Sadie, I know that you're very passionate about working with dentists to help them understand the performance and return on investment that's being realized every month with their digital marketing plans. What are 3 things that dentists should consider when creating a marketing plan with you?
All right, Dan, let's get into it. So the first point to consider is the buyer journey. So in creating a marketing plan together, we want to consider the buyer journey. And what I mean by that is, let's consider the entire decision-making process that a patient must go through before making a decision and choosing you as their dentist. So in our discussions with dentists, we actually see a lot of them kind of getting stuck in a one-stop solution. So they'll say to us, well, we do digital marketing because we do social media, or we dabble in Google Ads. And what we find is they might not be considering the entire story, and that is the patient journey in the decision-making process. So Dan, I'm going to take it back to basics with you and Sadie, and let's talk about the marketing funnel.
Bringing it back to basics, Shai, I love it.
Let's do this.
So let's look at our marketing funnel. It is a 3-phase funnel. That top phase is the awareness phase. This is the phase that a patient goes from not knowing your brand to now knowing your brand. The function of this phase is not about immediate lead generation. Rather, it's actually planting that seed and creating a need for when patients do need your products and services later on. There are a variety of strategies we can utilize to show up and brand ourselves for our patients. The next phase that we flow into from awareness is called consideration. So you'll notice that the consideration phase is actually shorter than the awareness phase. And what that means is a segment of the awareness patients have now moved into consideration. They have a problem to solve now. They are now in market for a solution. They may be making online queries, asking a friend, whatever have you. Again, we have a few different strategies we employ to show up for this segment of patients, and now they have a problem to solve. We want to be there to solve it. Sadie, tell me more about the bottom of the funnel.
Yeah, absolutely, Shai. So the other important piece to the funnel is the action and loyalty phase. So you have these groups of patients that have already chosen you in the past, and a lot of time has gone by. 6 months, a year, maybe even more. We don't want to forget about them. They've already chosen you. Let's remind them why they should keep choosing you. So you can do this by educating them with content, blogs, emails, social media. Have some fun with it. Just make sure you're always nurturing your current community.
Absolutely, ladies. Dentistry is a relationship business. And as important as it is to be attracting new patients, respecting and staying in touch with the existing clientele, the existing patient file is huge.
All right, Dan, Sadie, let's get into point number 2, and that is to avoid reactionary planning. Plan ahead. So too often we see a lot of dental practices reacting to the situation Obviously, given the last year and a half, that was very relevant. But we also want to plan ahead. We want to start asking those questions so that we're not always reacting. So we're going to start with asking our dentist specific questions about their current state. Things like, what were your financial figures for the last fiscal year? How are you currently reaching your patients? And what are you currently spending to reach those patients? We're going to take a bit of a baseline, and then we're going to use that information to plan ahead and begin creating goals. We're going to create 1-year goals, 3-year goals, whatever the case is for your practice, whether it's to grow it, maybe you're looking to sell eventually. We want to have that plan in place so that we can tailor a marketing plan specific to those goals.
I love that, Shai. Before we can start prescribing any treatment, we need to know what the current situation is, right?
Dan, that's exactly right. We want to know the current state before we make a plan. Sadie, what else should we consider when making a marketing plan?
Shai, the other thing is, who are you targeting? Who are you seeing today, and who do you want to start seeing tomorrow? This can help us cater our marketing plan towards that persona. And the more we know, the more specific we can get, the better the marketing plan. Are these people interested in teeth whitening? Are they interested in preserving their health? Like, what interests them? Where do they frequent? Again, the deeper dive we do, the more it'll help us with our planning.
So Sadie, in that, how specific would we get? Like, do we want to know what coffee they drink? Do we want to know what they drive? Like, how specific should we get with our patient persona?
I mean, we might not want to know their favorite color and get all the details, but we do want to see what businesses they frequent so we can maybe target those businesses. We might want to know their average lifestyle, their average income, what kind of neighborhood they live in. That kind of demographics can really help us. Basically, we just want to know what a day in the life would look like for your ideal persona. So let's get into point 3. How do we know our marketing plan will work? That is the most frequent question we get asked on a daily basis. And the answer, it depends on your marketing budget. So we have our destination in mind. We know where we want to be in 3 years, where we want to be in 10 years. We know how to get there. We have our marketing plan. But how much fuel do we need to get there? And the answer is, we need the numbers. So we need to take your annual targeted growth amount and take 8 to 10% of that. That is your marketing budget.
See, that makes sense. So in your formula, you're saying that the 8 to 10% is on additional growth, not on your overall revenue. Is that correct?
That is exactly it, Shai.
All right, I like that formula. That's easy to follow.
Easy math.
Easy math. So the other question is that we get a lot of, and we hear all the time, and that is, how do I know that I'm getting a return on my marketing investment? So in order to understand your ROI, we recommend that dentists take the time to understand their key performance indicators. Every month, we will go through your marketing data with you in a dashboard review. This includes tactical understanding of things like, what marketing funnel strategies are we using to drive traffic to your website? How is your website converting? How are we reaching that ideal patient that Sadie you were talking about? How much do we spend on marketing relevant to how many leads we generate? So we really want to understand the data. That tells us what our return is, and together we want to paint that story together. We have the online data, and we rely on you as the dentist to bring the offline data. What was your new patient numbers? What was your production? That way we can paint an entire story together. It's important that a dentist knows how each strategy is working and how it contributes to overall success.
Yeah, Shai, absolutely. There are so many dentists out there that all they really know about their digital marketing program is what's being charged to their credit card statement at the end of the month. This sounds like a way deeper dive into what's really happening with their program. Shai and Sadie, whether taking a trip or wanting to grow a dental practice, the best result happens when there's a plan. What is the first thing that should be thought about before starting a conversation with a digital marketing professional like yourselves?
Dan, the key takeaway is to know what your main objectives are for your dental practice. Where do you want your marketing to take you? Creating a marketing plan is a collaborative process between your digital expert and you, the practice owner. We recommend that you come to the table with specific goals so that together we can create a successful marketing plan. How's that, Dan?
Love it. Very much about taking a partnership approach to achieving some really important goals. Awesome. Thank you. That's all for now with this video about what goes into more effectively managing a dental office's digital marketing program. Thanks, Shai and Sadie, for that great insight and advice. I know that we'll all agree that there is so much more for us to talk about here.
Dan, there is always more we could talk about, but thank you so much for your time today.
Dan, thanks for having us.
So that concludes the 5th and final video in this series. I hope that these 5 videos have provided dental offices with a few takeaways to help bolster their digital marketing approach and ultimately boost monthly performance results. Thanks for taking the time to watch. We'll see you again soon. Until then, take good care of yourself and your dental practice.